With barely a month into the busiest term in the education calendar, a looming nationwide strike called for by the two teachers' unions has received support from the Kenya Publishers Association, leaving students and parents in a dilemma as they prepare for the 2012 national examinations.
The reason the schools are asking for 11.6 billion is there's also the budgetary allocation for this term, which has not been released. But we've been quiet on this issue. From the 8 billion, almost 80 or 90% is actually publishers' money. We have extended credit facilities to the booksellers, and in turn, they have extended the same to the schools with a promise from government that money will be released. Should they not be released by Thursday this week, and should the teachers deem it fit to go on strike, as publishers, as Kenyan publishers, we will be downing our tools.
The Ministry of Education and Finance are being accused of laxity, with fears being that the funds meant for education would have been diverted to the ongoing Somali war against the Al-Shabaab.
Probably that the Ministry of Finance is caught between a hard place and a rock. What they should be telling us probably is that they do not have the funds. We do know we do support very greatly that we are supporting a war in Somalia. We are involved in a war which is crucial to this country. Is it where the funds are going? If that's where they are going, then let them come out clearly and state.
They have also called upon the two principals to cut down on government expenditure by reducing the number of ministries if the government is in any way dedicated to the nation's priorities and promises made to provide free education for all.
A radical government can even abolish some of the ministries to support key crucial areas. Why do you have the Ministry of Environment? Why do you have the Ministry of Forestry? Why do you have the Ministry of Fisheries? Why do you have the Ministry of Lands, Agriculture? And those are all the same ministry.
The publishers have also expressed displeasure with the taxation bill. They say that if the bill is passed in its current form, then the education sector will be headed for a crisis on the consumers, since it will see the prices of books shoot up by 80%.
Not only are we going to be less competitive as publishers in the region. For your information, I began by saying that we control about 60% of the regional trade. Now, I want you to imagine other publishers in other countries publishing cheaper books and therefore getting a wider market than ourselves. It means if I go to Uganda, travel to Uganda, I buy one book there, it will be 80% cheaper than buying the same book here in Kenya.
Today is the 20th day.
The Education Minister and Permanent Secretary earlier last week said they had released 801 million shillings to primary schools, while 1.8 billion shillings will be disbursed for this term, though no actual dates were given. For the current term, free-day secondary schools have not received 9.5 billion shillings. It's now a matter of wait and see if the government will move with speed to avert the teachers' strike. In September last year, the teachers went on a one-week-long strike where they were demanding for, among other things, recruitment of 10,000 teachers every year and an end to hiring teachers on contract. Henry Minor, GBS News.